Okay.
Recording has started. So calling roll, Chair Spay, Commissioner Demas, Commissioner Gamboa,
Here.
Commissioner Jasmine,
Present.
Commissioner Tran,
Present.
Director Armstrong,
Here.
AHE Kristen Lamson. Present. For the record, Allison Redford, Commission Clerk. Any others wishing to introduce themselves on the record may do so now.
Cherry Lake Operations Manager.
Hearing, oh,
Patrick Myers, Assistant Attorney General. Jim Owens, Fair Housing Manager.
I was just Teddy and Carrie CD policy analyst.
hearing no others, roll call is complete. Thank you.
Okay, so we have a quorum. So, I forgot my glasses.
Oh, yeah, let me, I can,
Does
so,
anybody have reading glasses?
yeah, I've read it. Probably not your style, but.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, let's start the meeting and welcome everybody. My name is Lupe Gamboa, Commissioner Gamboa. I'm acting chair right now because Jeff Zappet, the chair, has a trouble and couldn't make it today. So let's why don't we start with reading the minutes of the last meeting? Or has everybody read the minutes rather of the last meeting? Any
No,
corrections
and
or-
just for everyone's information, I am unable to access any of the files and folders. So everyone else will need to second and make motions.
Okay. So you can't, and this is, so who's talking?
Commissioner Tran.
Oh, Commissioner Trent. Okay, so how should we do with that? How can we proceed then?
I think she's asking that she doesn't want to make the motion because she hasn't reviewed the documents. So I think it's between you and Commissioner Jasmine to make the motions and vote. I don't know. She hasn't said whether she's abstaining from voting. But you do have, as long as you have 2 votes, it's a majority of the people present for voting.
Okay.
Yeah, so I make a motion to accept the minutes as they are, as we read them.
Okay, so is there a second?
Please approve.
Okay, a second. Okay, the minutes are approved.
And you have to ask any correction, any question on it before you basically, but
So, okay. So, so we'll move on to case closures. Any questions or? I myself have some questions on one of the cases. There was a case, I believe it's the first one that we've gotten from a female H-2A worker. It was that case name, I forget what her name is, but the employer is Orozco. He's from Washington. And the case is transferred to the EEOC, so they have it now. But I noticed that she was complaining of sexual harassment, and then she claims that by the supervisor, and so she got sent to the kitchen because she wouldn't comply with his request for sex, and then she left. And I wanted, even though we don't have it, I wanted to point out that I would like to have more information on this case, because he's right now there's over 30,000 H-2A workers in Washington state, and they're in an extremely vulnerable position because they come here as contract workers from Mexico, and they depend on the employer for the job, for their housing, uh, uh, for transportation, and they're just very, very vulnerable. And I'm just very concerned, I think we're going to be talking about this in a planning meeting on how we can address these workers. And I just wanted to find out what happened to this case and what we know about it and have a report. And, I would make that report sent, to all of us, so we can be aware of what's going on. And then she filed a complaint and then she was gone. We don't know what happened to her. Probably got deported because that's what happens when people complain in these positions. So I'm very concerned about that.
So the case was, we never did complete the investigation, I take it.
I don't think so,
Okay,
but I just want to know what we know about it and what, if we can find out what ELC is doing and why she left. Was she deported or?
we'll make a note of that and I will find out.
Okay,
What is the case number?
pardon?
Do you remember the case number or?
No, I don't.
Not even the name, but okay, that's
But
okay. We'll find it.
I remember the employer. So, Osuna, I think, is a labor contractor from Eastern Washington.
Okay.
And I couldn't find I had trouble also getting documents. I couldn't find the listing of all the cases that usually get sent at the end. Did we get that sent out?
Yes.
I was looking for that so I could pick it out. And, okay. Okay, so no further questions or motions on case closures. Do I move that the cases be accepted?
I have a, it's not a question, it's, most of the cases I read, most of them are being dismissed. And some of them are very borderline, like sexual harassment. It's borderline, the decisions are kind of like, the investigators do a good job explaining what happened and why they make their decisions, right? But in the case like some lady in Spokane with the auto spa, she was harassed. She's a body work machines, yeah. And she went there as a prep, and from the get-go, as the story was told, she was being harassed by a worker. And you see, from experience, I know this body shop because I used to run garage, and she was being attacked by this guy, and the guy's sexually harassing her explicitly and stuff like that, and then she reported it to the supervisor. The supervisor called the guy in the office and reprimanded him not to do that. Okay, but they failed to write the complaint, and I can understand that why we refuted the case for non-filing is because she didn't have a written, she didn't write request to the office. Most of these people, they don't write. You see, they probably a worker, and she don't write. She just go and complain, and it's continued the second time. She reported it again, and after 15 days to a month and a half, they fired her. And the complaint went on to us and stuff, and we say, well, there's no finding and stuff. But I believe that deep inside of me, I believe that she was harassed. And I don't know if by law, if the boss or the person in charge of the garage should have written any complaint that comes in. And how can they come out and say, well, we didn't write it, we didn't have any complaint because it wasn't written. It's not like that, okay? So if somebody's working for me, they have a harassment complaint, I have them write it down and we sign, we receive it and we sign, and then I keep that complaint, and then I call the employee, and then we sit down and we discuss it with, but I have it written down. Okay, so I believe that we should go, they should ask these people to, they could have a further investigation on that. But since, she didn't have anything, and we said, well, she didn't have no report, she didn't have nothing written, and therefore there is no evidence.
So what's the name of the case?
The auto spa. So I'm really with auto spa. It's the second case on the first PDF she sent.
Right, I remember that.
Yeah,
So do you want to make a motion then that they did?
I think it's gonna, even if I make the motion, it's gonna come back to us the same thing because she doesn't have evidence.
Yeah.
So a lot of our cases goes out like that, especially sexual harassment. They go around them, and the ladies don't get what they're supposed to get. They go around them because they know exactly how to handle it. So I don't know. We can't change things, but some of them, most of the harassment cases are true, but we wind up like.
So I second the motion that it be pulled and further investigation that get facts.
We can do that.
further
You can
facts on
second
this
it.
case.
Yes, I say.
So the motion was made and second, so that case will be pulled.
And so to spa
That Bailey Naomi,
and auto spa.
yes.
That if you follow it, you read it, they're guilty. They should by law, they should write respondent should have a written thing on the office that whatever report somebody report, hey, somebody stole something, write it down. Write it. Somebody arrest me, write it down. That's by law. If they don't have it written, they're responsible for.
Pulled from
Okay,
the agenda.
thank you, Commissioner. So,
Yes,
Make it clear, I don't know that the documentation requirement is in law, but you do have model sexual harassment policies, right? That you share with respondents or others on your website.
yes, we do.
And is there documentation portions in those best practices?
I would imagine we do. If we certainly give them when they ask for it. And I do want to say, you'll find out a little bit in your retreat
Yes.
part of what just how we investigate. We have to stay neutral and we look at the evidence that both parties have. We are working with, as a matter of fact, we can actually come to your respective areas and then share with folks at your congregation or in your community centers how we investigate claims. That's important for the agency to stay neutral, and we look at the evidence. And if people know that in order to establish something, that there must be evidence via even witness statements, et cetera. But the agency must stay neutral. We're going to go ahead and pull this, and I don't know, we may come to a different conclusion. However, it is important for you to understand, and you'll understand that a little later on in your retreat, about how we operate in establishing whether discrimination occurred or not.
Yes.
Thank you.
okay, no further discussion on the cases. We'll move to number 4, executive director reporting.
Okay, so I just, I guess it was first and second.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. I don't have anything to report. I am going to say some things during the retreat portion, but I don't have anything to report for the commission meeting.
Okay, commissioner reporting number 4. Any reports on this? I have something that is kind of sort of related to this. I was recently nominated to the Hall the high school that I graduated from, Sunnyside in Yakima Valley. And graduated a long, long time ago. And I had been nominated to the Wall of Fame, because of, I was the first Latino farm worker to go to school and all kinds of stuff. But I was not appointed because powers that be, the white establishment didn't like the fact that I had worked with Cesar Chavez and caused a lot of trouble for the growers, for the rights of workers. And finally, the school demographics changed from, making less than 5% of the population to now over 95% of the student body is Latino, and they got given the right to choose who they wanted, and I got chosen and finally got appointed. But one of the things that I related was that I was a commissioner with the Human Rights Commission, and so that's kind of gives some publicity to the commission.
Thank you and congratulations.
Now I'm on the Wall of Fame along with representatives, that's representatives and growers that I fought against, legislators rather. The number 6, the Attorney General update.
Hi there, Kristen Lamson for the record. I don't have anything to report. I just want to say it's really nice to meet everyone in person. I appreciate being here. It's the first time that I've been able to say hello in person. I did want to introduce my colleague, Patrick Meyer. He's new in our group, and we're very happy to have some depth on our team. So you may see him here and out helping me or jumping in. So I brought him along to meet everyone and learn how some of your meetings go. And I also wanted to address originally on the agenda, there was an opportunity, and I think it was you, Commissioner Gambo, that had asked for our office to do a presentation on guest workers. Our Civil Rights Division, I did talk with Colleen Melody. She apologizes. They are also on their retreat today, but they would love to come and do a presentation at a later meeting. So I will work with Andrea to get that on a future agenda, and they'd be happy to come and do some kind of presentation, and we'll check in with you about what that looks like.
Very glad to do that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And I would like to repeat that I myself am very glad that we're finally meeting each other in person. I had Andrea, it's always been over the phone, and it's just not the same, it's just really good to meet everybody and build a relationship. Number 7, then, public comment. Is there anybody here that's from the public that wants to make a comment? Okay. So I guess that's it.
Commissioner Jasmine, did you have anything to share?
Well, I have so much to share with people all day. So I'm just elated that I'm able to serve the commission and meet you guys. And further down the road, we'll get to know each other and to help each other in this in our quest to help people be better servants. That's what I have to share. I'm very glad to meet you guys. But in the future, I'm counting on every single one of you guys to help me.
Okay. So there being no further business, shall adjourn the commission meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Chan.
Thank you.